Always tracking, always alerting. This is Next Weather.
And we have Next Weather meteorologist Hinton here tracking showers for the week, but steamy conditions as well.
That's right. I feel like we don't get a break from it.
No escape.
No escape from it, but you know what? We're going to take it day by day.
Okay, that's all we can do.
And that's exactly one step at a time, Chelsea. You know how we do it here. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at our weather headlines and what you need to know as we leave the weekend and we ease on into the work week. Okay, tomorrow you could have to kind of dodge a few isolated stray morning showers, but most of the afternoon hours for tomorrow and Tuesday are going to be fairly dry for us here. That changes for the middle and back end of the week. In addition to that, if you are someone who's going to be out toward the coast, we are going to be monitoring a high rip current risk, and I also have an update on the tropics. Now I'm going to go ahead and kick things off in the tropics here because, as we all know, in the Atlantic, it's been fairly quiet for us so far this season. No complaints, right? However, the National Hurricane Center has identified this area out in the central Atlantic that now has a 40% chance, which is a medium chance of tropical development over the next couple of days. Now, I'm going to go ahead and be blunt with you. This is not a concern for us in the United States nor in South Florida, and let me just show you why. This system is expected to continue moving out to the northeast. The area is shaded in red here. That's a wind shear or some very intense upper-level winds that are basically there and shred the potential for tropical systems to develop. In addition to that, it's going to be moving into some cooler temperatured waters, and the sea surface temperatures aren't going to be warm enough to warrant tropical development. If it were to become a named system, it would be called Andrea, and it would be the first named system of the Atlantic hurricane season. Let's bring things back here to South Florida. Rainfall chances over the next several days will be fairly isolated to kick off the work week, but then more scattered toward the middle to end of it, and that's going to be as we track another disturbance that kind of moves through South Florida. Let me go ahead and time out those showers for you to kick off your work week. Overnight, maybe a few isolated showers in the Keys. Early tomorrow morning, we could be dodging a few isolated showers in Miami-Dade and Broward counties. Nothing severe is expected, but this could warrant grabbing the umbrella before you head out the door, at least for the first half of the day. For the back half of the day, you'll notice that all that activity pushes out to the southwest. It will stay dry and warm, as Chelsea mentioned, for the afternoons. Now, we'll copy, paste, and repeat that for Tuesday. Showers stray in nature for the morning and then a quiet afternoon. Now, in regard to the heat, highs once again going to climb to around 90 degrees on the thermometer, but it'll feel like it's closer to the mid to upper 90s, kind of what we saw today, maybe a few degrees cooler than today, but still feeling fairly summer-like. Upper 90s in Cooper City and Davie, and as we make our way to Miami-Dade, maybe even closer to the mid 90s in Key Biscayne and Miami. 98 is what it could feel like in Kendall, and then even steamier if you're spending the afternoon down in the Keys with 101 for the heat index in Key West. If you are going to the beach, high rip current risk. We are going to see maybe a slightly breezier day tomorrow and Tuesday with winds up to 20 miles per hour at times for some areas. Extreme UV index, and I do expect that high rip current risk to also continue for your Tuesday, where you'll notice it's basically an identical copy of Monday. As we make our way into Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, that's when our rain chances increase to about a 30 to 40% chance. Still a bit of uncertainty in the forecast models with that, so there's the possibility that we might have to up the rain chances for the middle of the work week, but of course we'll continue to monitor those forecast updates throughout the week.